What's up, y'all? So the last time you saw me and the S13 right here, we were on the dyno. The car made good power. If you don't know what it made, I'm not gonna tell you. You have to go back and watch the video on it. You should. It was a good video. Go enjoy it. Go watch it for me. Today, we are gonna be doing the last piece of the puzzle to get this thing like actually roadworthy. It's now tuned, 5-lug brakes, fully swapped, everything's good to go. The last thing we need to do is get the front wheels to actually fit. So you guys probably couldn't really tell in the video. I kind of made a point about it in the last video. You could hear it really bad that the wheels were actually rubbing the inside of the coilover because the wheels were just too wide. The inner barrel was actually like hitting right there, as you could see the little wear mark. And of course, yes, I put a bunch of spacers on it, and then it got to the point where we were rubbing the fender. And these fenders are mint, and it's getting pretty hard to find clean pop-up fenders. So I figured the best thing to do, because I don't want any compromises with this car, I figured it'd be good to just suck it up and rebarrel the front wheels. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, these wheels are 3-piece wheels right here, which means there's 3 pieces to it. Surprise, surprise. We have a face, we have a lip, and we have a barrel. What that means is we could actually replace pieces of this wheel to actually make it fit different. So since the issue is on the inner side of the wheel, figured we could just replace the inner barrel, which is awesome because we still get to keep that nice fat outer lip that we love so much because it looks so goddamn good. So what we're gonna be doing is actually replacing this lower piece with some freshies right here. Since these wheels came from Japan and their original specs, which is cool, which means these were the specs they were made in probably 15 years ago, they do weld the lips to the barrels right here. As you can see, they're welded up, which makes our life kind of a pain in the ass. So we're gonna actually have to cut this to separate the lip from the barrel because we want to keep this, because if I have to buy these, that's a lot of money I don't want to spend. So unfortunately, I don't personally own a wheel lathe, so we're gonna improvise. So first step, we gotta find something the wheel can bolt to and happens to spin. All right, well, she's spinning. Now the real question is, how the hell are we gonna cut these things? Ta-da! So it looks kind of sketchy, but we should do the trick. Well, let's see how this goes. The weld shouldn't be that deep. So the goal here is to basically slice the center of the weld and not damage the lip. If I damage the barrel, who cares? Oh, this might take a while. I might have to shift in the 5th. Alright, so it's working kind of decent. It's gonna take a while, but the only thing that really sucks is it's aluminum, and aluminum gums up everything. I don't know if you can see on the camera. If you zoom in, you can probably focus better. Oh yeah. You can see it?
It's gunked up.
Yeah, I mean it comes right off, but it gets gunked up right away. So that's definitely a pain in the ass. But I want to try using a file. So I used a Sawzall blade. It's working half decent. Let's see how the file does. I think it should work pretty good. Oh yeah, this thing spanks, dude. It's all about the file, boys. Are we there or what? Ah, we're not even there yet. Would not recommend to a friend. This is not fun. Alright, that has to be it. Look.
Covered over there.
Oh my god, I'm miserable. You think we're through it yet?
Got a hammer.
Survey says.
No.
Is that my mustache, dude? I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's cut pretty damn deep. Oh, it's in my mouth. There is no way I'm not through that weld. I'm almost concerned that we've cut through the weld, but we just can't see the line just because there's so much scrapes in it. So before I even try and cut the other one, I'm gonna take the face off of this and see if we could actually split it, because it might be cut already and we're just cutting for nothing, so. So I was scared that I was gonna cut into the face, and that didn't happen. Obviously, guys, this would be a great time to refinish the face, but we ain't got time for that. We'll pull the face later on and just get the car on the road for now. Here, make sure I don't ruin that.
Got it.
Cut a little bit more out with the angle grinder. It seems like we were right there. Oh, she's ready to split, finally. Here we go, here's the technique. Yo, I cut this thing mid. There we go. This is what we needed. So as you guys can see, the surface is still nice and clean. All we have to do is kind of flapper off this little edge right here. And the lip should be good to go. But before we do that, we have to do this again. All right, so I don't think I got fully through it yet. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I just let it eat, and we're gonna separate it again and try and split it with the little log splitter, and hopefully I didn't completely destroy this thing. So, I mean, it's very obvious that like the weld really isn't that deep if you go right in the center of it. But trying to find the center of the weld is the hard part because, I mean, you really can't tell. Even we measured off of this one, still, I mean, you're off a mil like this and you're gonna have a bad time. So the lips are now separated.
Imagine if you had to do 2 more.
I'd cry. So now I'm gonna sit here and flapper off this little outer edge right here that's left from the welds. And hopefully, if I do it correctly, I shouldn't even touch this inner lip because we need this nice and clean. Although I didn't realize these could be this shiny.
Boy with the polish.
Obviously, when your wheels are apart, it's a great time to redo the faces and polish the lips. The faces are good enough and the lips are great, so sounds good to me. All right, guys?
This thing's cleaned up a lot better than I thought.
This is just as easy as actually this is way easier than taking it apart because taking it apart was miserable. So in our case, all we have to do is line the lip and the new barrels up, which are only a 1/2 inch smaller. And then we're gonna take this and hopefully it fits. Yes. All right, boys, we're all tight. Everything's seated. Everything's nice and even. You should torque them up. I totally did, just off camera. Everything's great. So this is the part where we actually seal it up. As you guys remember, these were welded, so that was easy. The weld sealed it. But in our case, since it's not welded, we're gonna have to do something about air escaping through this seam. So took a Scotch-Brite to it and I cleaned it up with a rag and some degreaser. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna seal it up with some silicone. Now this is one of those things where everyone has their own, you know, choice of silicone that works well for them. There's plenty of forums on it, read up on it. One of my good friends that does a lot of 3-piece wheels suggested this stuff. It's really cheap and really easy. So I trust him, so we're gonna use it. But like I said, there's a lot out there. So make this come out nice and pretty. We're gonna tape a nice little line for us.
Already using the brand new system.
Now I like to squeeze down so it like gets inside of it. Take your dirty ass thumb and just press down. And the last step. Ooh. Yeah, it's you can't tell how nice the line is because it's clear, but. Not too shabby. Boys, I think we're done. Well, we need a valve stem, but we'll worry about that later. So, once the silicone dries, we can mount the tires, put the valve stems in, and we'll have fitting wheels for the 240 SX, and we can enjoy it on the road. Finally, it's about time. I'm excited. Today kind of sucked. That took forever. I don't know like how long it looked on camera, but I think I cut that first wheel for like 3 hours. It was pathetic.
Yeah, this was a long day.
Look how much metal was cut from those. I'm just happy I didn't ruin the lip. It was definitely a sketchy way to do it. And I feel bad because I ruined these barrels, but hey, that's just the price we pay, right?
Listen, it's the name of the game.
It's the name of the game, baby. So yeah, so I hope you guys learned something today on how to rebarrel your 3-piece wheels, even if they came 2-piece like that. Yeah, I'm just happy it's over with, and it was a cool experience. So we're gonna end it because I'm exhausted. I can't even speak. So you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And Mike,
Have a which mic? Have a good night.